Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, crap, that light's way too bright. Hope everyone's doing fine. I thought I had this set right. Oopsie. Let's do it this way. All right. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing all right. What a crazy week we're having. You guys can tell that I'm like all a mess tonight. Got so much stuff going on, and I am pumped. I don't know, man. I might not be feeling good, but everything seems to be going right. So got some good news today, and got to hang out with another Hexagon. Hey, come on, guys. The chat's not popping up. StreamYard is failing us. There we go. It took a minute. Good evening, son. After this bull trap is over, your mama is buying. That's good, Mom. That's good. Yeah, I think it is a bull trap. Hey, Hex enthusiast. Doug, good evening. I hope you're feeling better. You might want to put an onion in your sock. Yep. You don't want to be in our bedroom at night. We truly believe in the onions in the sock thing. I was very unprepared tonight. There we go. Got to get my Hex hat on. Trust you and the family are well, Randy. Yeah, we're feeling better. We're definitely feeling better. Greetings, Hexkins. We noticed this morning our son, he's so skinny. He's lost so much weight because just haven't been feeling good. Hey, TexX. We're in for class. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling better, but still have the sore throat. Here, anywho. Yep. Problem solver. Hello from Dad Hat Country in the Rockies. Hey, Dad Hat Country. You call it mini bull market. I call it exit liquidity. That's right, Corey. They have to pump in order to dump to run away. That's essentially what it is, right? That look better. Yeah, that looks better. Try to. Goodness gracious, it's just a mess tonight. Gotta put a hat over here so the light doesn't go off the fish tank. Hey, Alex. Good to see you. Sarah. Hey, Sarah's up in cheese country. Someone made a comment about the there we go, about the moon looking like some cheese that the little Hex and the Pulse guy are sitting on. Hey, Moonmut. I finally got to claim my first 100-day mint of Hex Zen today. How time flies. Really? The first 100 days have passed already? I think my first one comes out day 250. I tried to get on day one and it just that first bunch, but all my transactions failed. So I put in, if you guys don't know, you can adjust your GUI just in case it drops, and it never dropped. So my transactions just failed. Yeah. That's what happens when you try to take advantage of things. When Pulse Chain Testnet is launched, will you please do some demo vids for us? TexX, I'll be all over it. That's my whole job here. That's what I plan on doing. Exactly. Jay, good to see you. Timothy Harris, you sound much better tonight. I feel much better. Greg and I, one of our fellow Hexkins from Fiji, he lives here in Panama now. We walked around the park for about an hour today. I think we got about probably 3.5 kilometers in. I felt great. Should be pumped, Randy. Dilute Hilarski. Drew Step. Yeah. Dilute me. What's up, people? Hey, lights out. There the Hex hat is. Yeah. When Aurox wallet airdrop? You know, it's a good question. Maybe I could convince the guys to the Aurox wallet to have its own token. You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I was just chatting with the founder earlier, so he's in Vegas. So maybe after I get done with the call, or done with the show, I could message him. That's actually a really good idea, Super X. We've been waiting for that forever, right? Why not? Aurox could have 2 tokens. My brother's becoming a Hexkin on the next dip. Poor man's investing. Well, you hope there's a next dip. Telling you, Pulse Chain version 3 is announced. Cancel the dip. Just cancel that shit. Gotta say, you talk at the Hex conference on point and one of the best, mate. Top job. UFO to go. Thank you. I appreciate that. I keep clipping it because it really was. I enjoyed it too. Like I told my people that watch all the time that when you're just talking to the camera and you don't have the banter with the community, it's a very different feel. Like this is live streaming. You're dealing with your community. You're answering questions and changing topics, all kinds of cool stuff. Excuse me. But when you're doing it, just talking to the camera, it's a different feel. You know, it's you get a little bit nervous. It reminds me of being on stage. Seriously. Justin Pulse Chain. OG, what's up? Hello, Ovidian. Good evening, Randy. Man, I need to learn how to follow the moon calendar. I hope you keep us updated. Well, yeah. Let's see. I think the new moon is on Sunday. Let's see. My battery's about to die on my phone. So new moon is 4.7 days. So right now we're in the waning crescent. This is when everything pumps. And then it dumps. ATX Crypto, what's up, buddy? It's coming, veteran brothers sound better every single day. Yeah. Physically, I feel great. If you're in my my Patreon group, this morning I made a video and I sound like shit. I just got done spending an hour coughing after I woke up, and I felt like I needed to do an update, and it was an important one. So yeah, Willow Dreams, you sound sick. I've been sick since New Year's. Yeah, I've been sick for a week now. Nice caught alive today. Yeah, yes, you did. Facing reality. Howdy, just booked. Check your Telegram. Telegram. Check my Telegram. You want me to pull my Telegram while we're live streaming? Let me see. I can't find it. Did you put it into the no permissions Telegram? No. All right. I'll check it afterwards. Chico. I'll check it afterwards. What's up, Randy? People excited to say I took my last final earlier today. Only thing left is my internship and graduation in May. Way to go. Get that income so then you could start dollar cost averaging, and then you can retire in 2 or 3 years. When I say retire, I mean do what you really want to do, right? What app am I using? It is called, it's a really good one. It's really nice. It's called the Moon Phase Calendar. I use Android. It's Moon Phase Calendar. Okay. Yeah, I'll check out when I get done. Good day, Randy. 2023 seems to be getting better every month, I hope. Look, guys, don't get too over optimistic. It's Gucci. Hey, Franklin. Don't let them get you leaning forward again and so excited. This is not the time to go all in on anything. Right now is the time to cautiously go in, and hopefully you can make a couple X's. But the problem is you should have done that in December, right? You had your opportunity. Let's talk about it. All right. Let's pull up the charts. This is ICOSA, but that's not the one I want to talk about. Not this chart either. Where art thou? There it is. Okay, so this is ICOSA chart. We're at 54.5 cents. I just want to show you guys that tonight. ICOSA is looking good. It's, Hex went from 1.8 cents up to 2.8 cents, and ICOSA has gone from 29 cents up to 54 cents. So very similar moves. for both of them. So it looks like Icosa is going to follow and do what do what Hex does. Oh, come on. Always logging me out when I'm going live. I had this all set up, ready to go. All right. And when I talked to Taraz earlier tonight, I brought up the fact that the monthly for Bitcoin's not working. Remember how it doesn't show the whole thing? It only shows 2 months history. He says they're working on getting it fixed where it shows all the history for Ethereum and Bitcoin. This is what I want to show you. Back in December, we got the green Aurox indicator. It told you to buy, right? The monthly is the most important indicator for the Aurox indicator. That's you can use it for the daily, you can use it for the weekly, but the monthly tells you what to do. You could trade 2 or 3 times a year on Bitcoin or Ethereum and be done with it. That's all you're going to need to do. Okay. So we went at 16,380. It said buy. Right now we're at 21,075. Look at that move, guys. Wow. So you made what, 30%, 20% on that move for Bitcoin. That's a big deal because it's in thousands, right? Now we're on let's check what the weekly did. Say you weren't as ballsy and you said, you know what, maybe I'll use the weekly instead of the monthly. Well, the weekly, it went green at 661. Same thing. Yeah, it wasn't, you caught it a little bit later. Instead of here, you caught it here. Still looks good. You still got a great move if you're using the weekly in the Aurox indicator. Now, Ethereum, you got in at 1150 or so, and now we're at 1560. If you were using the monthly, we did have so it's not here right now, but we did have an Aurox indicator in December, so it must have disappeared. But since it hasn't been working, the monthly indicator hasn't been working for so long. I think it stopped working in beginning of December for me, so I haven't been showing it to you guys. But yes, it was green for a little bit. It just disappeared. Randy does not know why. Maybe it was this month. Maybe it was November where the Ethereum was green. Look at that too. The fear and greed is also going positive. That's great news. Let's go to the daily. Look at this. If you got in here, it went green on the daily back at 1190, and now you're at 1561. What a move, folks. I'll use the one that I was bragging about before. If you bought at 1060 or so with the Aurox indicator for AVAX, right now you got the sell. So the sell indicator is here. If this paints tomorrow, so that means tomorrow you sell. And if it's the same price tomorrow, it's at 1672 from 1060. So you're looking at a $6 move. Got a couple thousand of AVAX. That's a nice monthly salary right there. Nice move. Well, and you sell, and you wait for it to come back down until you get a green Aurox indicator, and you go back in. I'm not telling you guys to do that. But that's how the Aurox indicator is meant to work. Don't go anything less than the daily, weekly, monthly. Okay. I said, someone mentioned that the Aurox indicator doesn't work. It wasn't one of you guys. It was somebody on Twitter. Aurox indicator doesn't work. I said, oh, really? And they said that right before the big move. I was like, oops, somebody missed out. For Hex, it hasn't been grand or anything. The MA had just passed over the SMA on the monthly. We had the green Aurox indicator way back in November. It was right around, I think, 2.2 cents when it happened. Right now we're at 2.6, but it did dip. But the thing is, this is looking at TA signals, the Aurox indicator. It's not looking at when's Pulse Chain launching. It's not looking at all these other macro signals. It's just looking at the fact what the TA is looking like. Okay. So Hex, look, we just went into the greed side. This could be a sign that we're at the bottom of the market. It might have another 2 more months of up and down and choppy. But look, man, this is very, very positive for all of us. And I'm telling you guys, use the Aurox indicator. Or if you want to, just wait until I talk about it every night, because I'm not going to shut the fuck up. I'm going to tell you guys every night when things look like they're turning around. And I keep this simple. I don't try to trade with all these TA lines and all this crazy stuff. I use this one little green guy right here. It's all I need. This little green guy tells me. And if you go to the indicators, if you go to the Aurox indicator, it says our in-house indicator, which predicts the entry points at 70% plus accuracy. Activate it and follow the simple long and short arrows to realize profits today. That's it. It's free. It should be $200 a month. They've been saying they're going to charge for it, or you just have to have the Aurox token staked. But look, it's been supposed to be $200 a month since 2017, and they have not raised the price yet. Maybe after they go public later this year, we'll see something. But you see it, green. Looks good. All right, let's go before we leave here. Let's go to the daily. Let's go to the weekly, see when it went green. Okay, so Hex went green on the weekly at 1.7 cents. Look at that move. If only you followed that. Holy crap. You had a 1 cent move. 30%. Nice. Put that one in the bank if you're a trader. That's a nice trade. And it told you to sold at 2.6. You bought back at 1.7. Come on. All right. Hedron. Like I said, Hedron's found its bottom. It's slowly starting to rise again. We're at 5 zeros, 1 5. This is on the weekly chart. We still have a sell indicator, no buy indicator yet for the weekly. Let's check the daily. The daily we're going way back here. We got a buy indicator. We passed over the demand index is positive. Looking good for the demand index. You guys want to know what the demand index is? Let me pull it up for you. The demand index, this indicator is one of the most powerful indicators in a trader's tool set. And unfortunately, most charting platforms do not support it or have incorrect algorithms on TradingView. In general, the cross above or below the zero line can signal a change in trend. Therefore, if we see the DI line crossing the zero line up or down, it can signify a shift in the market. And that's what we're seeing here. So back in 12 January, or actually, 12 January or so, that's when the market started to pump for Hedron. It started getting really good with the demand index. But if you just watch the Aurox indicator, it went bullish way before it hit the DI. The DI, all I would use that for in this case is just confirmation that we're going the right way. Because if it was green and then all of a sudden the DI starts trending down for a couple days in a row, it looks a little bit negative. And it's time to maybe sell a little bit. All right. So what you guys got to think about that? Good evening, Mr. Rock Jockey. Hex Monkey. The monthly doesn't work for BTC either. Yeah. You know how I knew it wasn't I thought it was me. I thought it was something I was doing on the platform wrong. One of you guys messaged me privately and told me, hey, Randy, the monthly's not working. The historical chart for Bitcoin and Ethereum is not working. When that happened, I immediately wrote Taraz. I said, Taraz, what's going on? He said, oh, we're working on it. I'm like, good. Hex Monkey says, I haven't used any indicators, but it's really tempting to follow this indicator more closely. Have you seen Randy show its success so much? Yeah. The traders that do the daily stuff, they're the ones that get frustrated with it. But the longer term guys, no problem. You run through Aurox trading app like a champ. I am clueless. So Timothy, I'm self-taught, man. My post today? Any chance you could do a video on the Aurox indicator setup, like the wallet video? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Someone, oh geez, I'm lost now. I was going to say something. Hold on, I'll get back to it. If anything, thinking, Randy, I really like the Aurox indicator. Aurox is an ancient bull, if anybody wants to know. X Monkey, for me, the monthly seems to be worth it. Yeah, just play with the monthly. The monthly is all you need. It's the most conservative play, but if you're dealing with 6 figures and above, just doing the monthly is the safest bet, and you're going to do okay. I know I need a Aurox indicator for Dummies mini book. Yeah, I'll definitely make a video. Hey, Randy Akins. What's good, y'all? Hey, Clint Drones. Halarskikins. You guys are funny. Oh, good. Yeah, definitely feeling good picking up hex at these low prices. Not complaining at all. Just loving it. Going to pick up some more. Absolutely. I sold all my Hedron a month ago for hex and started requiring hex off my stake and just buying it. Yeah. Randy, do you know if Aurox has any plans for debit card or fiat in and out of bank accounts? They already work with Change Now, and Change Now is has that capability. So check those guys. I don't know if they're going to have a card, but they are going public, and that's a big deal. Oh, sunny Miami, Huberto. Not sunny. Well, it was sunny today, but usually it hasn't been lately. Let's see. I want to show you this super important article. When I did my little private live stream this morning, I didn't even know this article was out yet. I didn't even know this. I just had this. I saw something. Somebody tweeted something, and I'm like, man, I gotta make a short video about this because it's super important. Iran and Russia want to issue a new stablecoin backed by gold. The potential stablecoin aims to enable cross-border transactions instead of fiat currencies like the US dollar, the Russian ruble, or the Iranian rial. The Central Bank of Iran is reportedly cooperating with the Russian government to jointly issue a new cryptocurrency backed by gold. According to the Russian news agency Vedomosti, Iran is working with Russia to create a token of the Persian Gulf region that would serve as a payment method in foreign trade. So this would not be a CBDC like you traditionally think of as a CBDC. This is going to be for settlements. So you want a million barrels of oil, you got to pay in this currency, and that's how you do it. The token is projected to be issued in the form of a stablecoin backed by gold, according to Alexander Braznikov, executive director of the Russian Association of Crypto Industry and Blockchain. The stablecoin aims to enable cross-border transactions instead of fiat currencies like the US dollar, the Russian ruble, or the Iranian rial. The report notes that the potential cryptocurrency would operate in a special economic zone in Astrakhan, where Russia started to accept Iranian cargo shipments. Russian lawmaker Anton Kachev, a member of the Committee on Information Policy, informed Technology and Communications, stressed that a joint stablecoin project would only be possible once the digital asset market is fully regulated in Russia. After multiple delays, the Russian lower house of parliament once again promised to start regulating crypto transactions in 2023. Iran and Russia are among the countries that ban their residents from using cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and stablecoins like Tether for payments. At the same time, Iran and Russia have been actively working to adopt crypto as a tool of foreign trade. In August 2022, Iran's Industry, Mines, and Trade Ministry approved the use of cryptocurrency for imports into the country amid ongoing international trade sanctions. The local government said the new measures would help Iran mitigate global trade sanctions. Iran subsequently placed its first international import order with using 10 million worth of crypto. Wow. The Bank of Russia, historically opposed to using crypto as a payment method, agreed to allow crypto in foreign trade to mitigate the impact of international sanctions. The regulator has never clarified which cryptocurrencies would be used for such sanctions. Okay. So as my boy Ron Paul would say, it's happening. So don't let anybody fudge you. Crypto's coming. When I was talking to my buddy Greg today, he was asking me about how I felt about the parallel system, because some people believe that they're going to come hard down on crypto and they're going to regulate it and they're going to screw everybody over. Well, I'm not one who believes that. I believe it's going to be a parallel system. Everything's going to come to crypto. You're going to have your CBD system for the plebs who get paid. They pay their taxes. They do everything with CBDCs. All right. And then you're going to have bridges over to crypto, which is going to have NFTs, for real estate, for gold, and your crypto market and all that. I think that's how it's going to end up working out. I haven't heard anybody talk about this. I might be one of the only people talking about this because this is forward thinking, like a couple of years out. But I think that's what it's going to be. Anybody who's flooding you out saying crypto's gone, no way. There's too much money invested here. Too many corporations are getting into the crypto game, and large investments are coming from the Middle East, especially Saudi, Dubai, UAE, whatever, are coming into the space. So they're not going to let their investments just fizzle away. I've never actually used Change Now. It's that you guys are the ones that told me about Change Now, and I know the Aurox team is a partner with Change Now. I've just never used it. I'm still like, I get stuck in my ways. I've been using Simple Swap for so many years. I just used Simple Swap tonight. It works like a charm. So Change Now, though, I heard that you can onboard using that. I think they work with MoonPay. That's where I think it is the one that you can use a credit card. I set some time aside and get Aurox figured out and get rid of MetaMask to-do list. Heavy metal hexagon. Good idea. Good idea. The Aurox team has deep pockets. They know what they're doing. They have great devs. And every time I tell them something's broken, they fix it. SBF attempting to gain access to Robinhood shares worth over $460 million to pay for his criminal defense. FTX customers, on the other hand, face only the possibility of economic loss. Isn't that a shame, Chico? Isn't that a shame? Sometimes the French, during the French Revolution, had the right idea. I'm not going to tell you what they did to these types of people because I don't want YouTube to take me down. But sometimes that kind of punishment works. When they get out of hand, they need to be punished. The beer market should be over soon. Our RH community should be in the champagne market this 2023. But there is no sex in the champagne room, Humberto. Remember that. Tin Top, good to see you. Well, get back there soon. Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close. I'm from Alaska too. Wow, we got 3 people from Alaska in here. Geez, guys, who's moving to Alaska? I know it's beautiful up there, but man, you guys like living with those grizzly bears. I'm not into walking outside and a grizzly could snatch my big ass. I look like a tiny little baby. Or golden eagles snatching my cat or something. Who knows? Goodness. So what do you guys think about what's going on with Russia, with the BRICS? Okay. I told you guys before that the BRICS are just going to design their own cryptocurrency. This is new to me. I did not know that Russia was working directly with Iran in order to have settlement layer for themselves. That is totally separate from the coin that I'm talking about. When I talk about the BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Argentina, and all these countries that produce these hard assets like gold, silver, ore, cobalt, all these kind of things, and oil. I'm talking about a coin that they can use between their countries that will be on the open market like the FTX or FX market, where you can go in and you can buy the token. And what I think is going to happen there is that currency is going to be so desirable, and the fiat currencies like the US dollar and the euro are going to be so undesirable that they're going to inflate the shit out of those coins, those dollars and those euros, and their value is going to drop considerably against this new token that the ECB is going to launch, or not ECB, the BRICS are going to launch, and the dollars is going to be crushed. When is this going to happen? I think it's this year. I think 2023 is going to be the announcement of this new BRICS CBDC. And then at the same time, I think the US is going to announce their CBDC, and so is the ECB. If you guys check, Nigeria is already on CBDC. Nigeria is already using one. There's huge penalties. If you go to an ATM and you try to take out money, they can only take out, I think it's $125 a week of cash, equivalent cash out of the ATM. You have to use their digital naira, which is their money. So I think they're one of the first countries that they're testing these CBDCs on. Hey, Crypto Dave. I think they're about to cut us USA out. Oh yeah, yep. Kings Meadow says, tried Simple Swap a couple days ago, worked flawlessly. Yeah. I use it for my AVAX. When I go back between AVAX and Ethereum, that's what I use. And it just takes 5 minutes. If you don't want to have to use an exchange, just use Simple Swap or Change Now. There's no KYC. That way you don't have to go through the whole exchange bull crap. Berto says, this is nothing new. Venezuela has had their own crypto for years now. Yeah, I remember, what's his name? He's dead now. Guy died. One of our former friends down here, geez, I can't remember his name. Crypto Buyer, the founder of Crypto Buyer, he supposedly died of corona. I think his ass moved back to Venezuela, and he helped set it up, the currency. Be safe out there. I miss King Crab here in the Philippines. Dr. Heck says, been taking zeolite daily for a couple months. How long should I continue zeolite daily for a couple months? And I only do it for 30 days straight, and then I take a chill. I just relax, no more, it's enough. And then I wait 30 days and I start again. I mean, it's not gonna hurt you at all. Heck say, queso pa. Here in Panama, that's like, what's up? Hey, my friend. That's what we say in Panama. Queso pa. Not many people know that outside of Panama. Yes, Simple Swap is great. For those of you guys who do not know, Panama is one of the biggest countries for Carnival. And Carnival is happening, I think it's February, the first week of February or second week of February. And you guys know Markable? Markable's coming down. Or he's flying in here in a couple days. Today's the 16th. Oh, crap. He's here in 2 days. Got to pick him up at the airport. The Beard is coming to Panama. And can't wait to see him and his girlfriend. So picking them up at the airport. They got a nice hostel. They're kids, right? So they got themselves a hostel down the street. And we're going to hang out for a couple days before they head up to see her uncle is in Boquete, Panama, which is on the border of Costa Rica. So just show them around. Party like rock stars for a few days. King crab, man, Alaska fisherman. I haven't had that in years. Here in Panama, we have something called rock lobster. Rock lobster is the shit, man. I lived in Maine for 4 years, even though I was deployed a lot of the times. I'd be there for a year, then be gone for 6 months. But I lived in an area of near Portland called Wiscasset. If you guys know where Wiscasset is, just north of Portland, Maine, Brunswick area. And dude, I'll tell you, the lobster here is better than the lobster in Maine. I don't care what anybody says. I like my lobster a little bit sweeter. It's more like crab than it is lobster. So we call it rock lobster. Yum, yum, yum. The Caribbean rock lobster. The last time I had one, I went to the restaurant. It was over near Portobello, about an hour from Cologne. And the guy comes out with 3 lobsters and he goes, which one do you want? And he had like 2 like tiny ones. And I said, I want the big one. It was like $80 for the lobster. I could barely finish it. It was so big. They don't have claws. They don't have the pinchers. They just have the body. So that's the difference. Bonjour, CJ. Bonjour. Happy Silver. Happy. Hi, Randy. What is the best way to send you a private message? Twitter. Twitter is the best way. You guys, my Twitter is on fire. Every morning I have to spend 30 minutes just answering DMs on Twitter. And at night I have to catch up again because that's where publicly everyone reaches out to me. And then now we have our private Telegram group through the Patreon. That's down below if you want to join the Patreon. So that's going to keep me busy. And as we grow, it's going to get busier and busier and busier. It's funny because it's almost like my mom and I were talking. She's like, you just gave yourself a job. I have not worked. I have not had a job, like a real job, since 2012 or no, 2011. It's the last time I had something that really felt like a job. Even when I worked with Dollar Vigilante, that you're talking only 30 minutes to 45 minutes per day. And that was only like 3 or 4 days a week. Because whenever Jeff had a video, that was my job to disseminate that video, put it everywhere. So that was not a job. I was getting paid a salary, like it was a job, but it didn't feel like a job. But this feels like work. So I hope you guys appreciate this. You guys got Randy to put the oil on the joints to get moving, like the Tin Man, man. Get moving again, getting used to having to work, get things done. Trying to stake Aurox transaction fees are $25. Ted, what? Freaking Ethereum, man. Man, I tried to stake some what's it called? What's the one? Hedron. I tried to stake some Hedron the other day. The stake was $15, and it was only like $50 worth of Hedron. I said, screw this. I'm not doing that. Yeah, Timothy. Wow. Humberto says, love Panama. I've been there quite a few times. I live in Los Sueños, CR for a while too. Nice. We're thinking about making the trip. Like I said, I got to get my dental work done. I've had 2 dentists now try to talk me out of getting my amalgam filaments taken out, but I'm dead set on doing it. And I have to get that done in San Jose. So we're thinking about driving up to San Jose, spend like 2 weeks there while we get our dental work done. Maybe we'll go to Guanacaste or something like that along the coast. And then we're going to go to San Pedro del Sur. Is it San Pedro del Sur? Is that what it's called? San Juan del Sur, Nicaragua, because we have some friends up there. And stay. That's a beautiful, beautiful area. If you guys have never seen pictures of San Juan del Sur, Nicaragua, wow, that place is out of control, beautiful. So we're thinking about doing the drive, and probably be in later, mid-year. So I'm hoping we can. I just got to see what it's going to be like to drive across the border, because these borders are intense. If I didn't speak Spanish, if my wife wasn't Panamanian, I probably would not do it. But the whole lobster going for $20 each in Australia at the moment, thanks to a certain Asian country blocking imports. Hey, cool. Get a nice discount. David, yeah. That's the second largest city in Panama, and that's up on the border, Costa Rica. Boquete is the famous town up there. All you be careful there. Tell those Filipinos about Hex and Pulse. They're like I am doing here. All you be careful there. Tell those Filipinos. What? Because there are a lot of Filipino fishermen. Is that what's going on, Mr. Rock Jockey? Do you think 11K and Prey is officially dead? No way, Connor. No way. I still think this is a fake pump, right? I still think that people like I think it was Corey or one of the Garys said that right now it's exit liquidity. So people know, or these big firms know, that crypto's about to take a big hit. So they pump it to get their exit, as much money as they can, and then they dump it so that they can buy Bitcoin back at 11K or 10K or something like that. That's pretty common. So, and then that'll probably go on for another month or two, and then we'll just run right up again. It'll be take the step ladder back up. Be careful. I wouldn't get too optimistic right now. Like I said, you got the moon phases. We're going into the new moon, so the pump, you got probably at the most 9 days left to pump, and then I'm guessing the Aurox indicator will go red for everything, and we'll probably dump into the full moon, or the full moon, which is going to be 3 weeks from now, or 4 weeks, something like that. Gas on Aurox is pricier than a MetaMask. Interesting hi-fi language. I didn't realize that. I did not notice. What if you use the trading rate inside of MetaMask? Is that more expensive, or are you talking about MetaMask using Uniswap? Got a gig working at Elton John concerts tonight and tomorrow, getting paid to stack some HSIs. Nice. Twitter's awesome now. I spent 20 hours learning how to use it effectively. Yeah, Twitter is amazing. So there's one aspect of Twitter that people don't realize. Like, oh, I don't want to follow everybody. I don't want to hear all the noise. You don't have to. You can make yourself a list of all your favorite content creators, and then you put them in the list and you only follow them. And when you feel brave, you can go to the regular Twitter and look at all that, right? So if you just want to follow like 20 people and just see their content, you can. You can treat it just like every other social media platform. You have to use the lists or use a list somebody else made. That's how I used to do it. I don't even care anymore. I follow by hashtags and or use the $ hacks or $ Ethereum to see what's going on. Don't listen to the dentist. Metal is not for mouths. Quinn Trones, that's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. San Juan del Sur is beautiful, close to Guanacaste, exactly, just across the border. Just gets cheaper because Costa Rica is expensive now. The good thing is right now is the dollar is still strong. So for us, going to Costa Rica is a discount. We know because our next door neighbor is from Costa Rica. He lives up there, and he actually comes down to Panama, does all of his shopping here, and he drives back to Costa Rica and fills up his gas tank too, because the gas here is like 50% cheaper than Costa Rica. And all his maintenance for his vehicles and everything he does here. So it's really funny that people are doing that. If they got money, that's what's happening. There's people now smuggling fuel across the river into Costa Rica and selling it on the other side. Got people, they're arresting people for it because it's so profitable because the fuel over there is so expensive with all the taxes from the Costa Rican government. And someone messaged me today asking me about a supplements post in the newsletter, and I think I'll do that. And it won't be this weekend. This weekend I want to introduce the team, but maybe I'll do like a midweek post, and I'll talk about all the different supplements and make a video. How I fixed my kidneys. If you guys are new to here, I had failing kidneys about a year, between 2 years and a year ago. I had really bad kidney stones when I was in Mexico. I didn't know what to do. So I started learning, and I started taking things like burdock and burdock root, and drinking lemon water in the morning and apple cider vinegar at night and things like that. And my score jumped by 40 points. I went from a 60, like a 62 score for a flow rate, all the way up to 100. I think the max score is 120. So I went from failing kidneys to kidneys that are working perfectly normal. And I did that just by really taking care of my kidneys and focusing on those for a year. And at the same time, I had to lower my blood pressure because my high blood pressure was also hurting my kidneys. So on top of that, I started adding a bunch of minerals and vitamins, and I lowered my blood pressure by about 30 points. And I was bad. Okay, my blood pressure was really high. Now I have to lose the weight, and that'll help too. But I knocked out 2 of the things. Now the third one is the weight, and that I should be doing really good. But I want to start writing a post because people are asking. A lot of people, I didn't realize so many people had kidney issues. So let me go out there and start helping you guys out. $205 Canadian per filling to change from metal to white stuff. Really, Chico. Costa Rica, I think it's $68. It comes out to be about $68 per tooth. So similar, like maybe in Canadian dollars, it'd be like 120. Hey, Ben, joined up on Patreon, and we look forward to your insight. Thanks so much. Oh, you're welcome, Ben. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Greg. Greg's my buddy today that I was walking with. He's a cool dude. Is all the money coming in BlackRock, you think? Steven, wouldn't that be interesting if the next big play for BlackRock was to come into crypto? I wouldn't doubt it. BlackRock is the largest corporation in the world, or largest bank in the world. I wouldn't doubt if they start putting big money into crypto and financing some of these companies. Like, for example, Uniswap was backed by some big companies, big VCs. I wouldn't doubt it if BlackRock did the same thing with someone like Uniswap, or maybe they financially back MetaMask. There's 2 now that I don't really want to. I'm not going to support anymore. One is Polygon. Polygon is now going to work with the WEF, which is freaking weird to me. So Polygon said, "Hey, maybe we get some publicity out of this. So let's go work with the WEF." Freaking turncoats. And also, I heard Ethereum is working close with the U.S. government as well as the WEF. So that's 2 strikes against Ethereum. I cannot wait for Pulse Chain to launch. I'm going to promote the hell out of Pulse Chain and kind of leave Ethereum to the side. Seriously. Mom said, I claimed some communists and it was $7 each. Yeah, exactly. She's talking about communists without the T. but the inside joke with everybody is the coin's called communist. Ted, he says, Randy, have you been to Rutan Island? Looking to check it out. No, I have not. But my first partner here in Panama, Mike Brown, he's got a beautiful piece of land that he bought there 20 years ago. And he's got a house. And he hasn't even seen his house in like 12 years, 13 years. But he's got a piece on Rotan. He loves it. He just raves about the diving and all that. That's off the coast of Honduras. The problem is Honduras is a freaking mess. The only nice part of Honduras is Rutan Island. That's where all the expats live. But the cities, dangerous. Things are getting dangerous here too. And it's not because of Panamanians. It's because of all the people that are trying to get up north. They're coming in through the Darien Gap. Darien is the thick jungle that's on the border between Colombia and Panama. And boatloads of Venezuelans are coming in. And the city's being overrun right now with homeless people, with people begging for money. And I've never seen it like this. I've got nothing against homeless people. But when it's mobs of them and they're at every stoplight asking for money or they're trying to wash your windows, it was 6 months ago. It wasn't like this. You saw a few homeless folks and you knew them by name because they were in your neighborhood. They've been living there for years. Now there's all these people I don't recognize. And they're all trying to get north to the U.S. border so they can get in because right now it's very lax. They got bus loads. And now Costa Rica doesn't want to take the bus loads of people in. And so they're stopping them at the border. I don't know what Panama's going to do. Because Panama can't stop it. Panama doesn't have a military, people. Panama they have like a border patrol, which is just police. And they're like lightly armored and they can't stop these people coming in. Just massive amounts. They're saying like, I think 15,000 a week or something. Where are they going to go? Costa Rica shut the border. What's Panama going to do? Just fly them up to the Mexican border and push them out of the aircraft with a parachute? Crazy. This reminds me of the Plus token Ponzi pump. Remember that? I talked about it last night, lights out. Yeah, the Plus token Ponzi pump. In the middle of the bear market, 2018, Bitcoin pumped to 14K. And that's the one I said that I did the 100X short last night. And everyone thought I was a retard. And I made money on it. Yeah, we need the ETH for the bull. We do. But still, they're turncoats. Stas, hello, man. Haven't eaten a lobster in a while. I feel bad for them. They just cut them in half while still alive. Yeah, different countries, different things. Here, the ones that I have, they're frozen, right? So they're flash frozen. But I see the ones in the U.S. You know how they do in the U.S.? They just throw them in boiling hot water. They die real quick. Hey, Tim, we will be in Panama in 2025 and I'll get a hold of you. Yeah, Tim, for sure. That's a long time to plan ahead, man. But the thing is, I know everything we could do. Ask my mom. My mom's been here 4 times. ETH fees are ridiculous. I made some communist tokens. It was $7 each. I will wait till, $7 each. That's nuts. You and your Filipino coworkers can find me on Twitter if they need encouragement to 55. Yes. Daniel, this feels like a bull trap. We're going up. It's too perfectly orchestrated. If you look at the charts for Bitcoin, if you look at the charts for Ethereum, it's just step up, step up, step up, step up, this way, and then they're going to take the elevator back down. That's generally how they do it. But if I'm wrong, great. I mean, the Aurox indicator still says we're green to go. So like I said, I think we got 10 more days of pump and then we're going to dump. Where do you see the ICOSA stake returns going as these auctions end? Well, Connor, I think we're going to get diluted a little bit again. Every time we have a big auction cycle, I think the amount that we get back is going to go down. So the days of making massive amounts of ICOSA in the pools is kind of lessening. So just understand that you're going to have to, in order to keep up where you're at, you're going to have to add more ICOSA. And I know as the price goes up, it's going to get more and more difficult to do that. I kind of wish I would have put a bunch into Icosa just when it was at 30 cents. Icosa steaks have sucked lately. Do you agree? Yeah, they have. Payouts haven't been very good, but the price is going up. It ain't raining at all. The first time I had one, it was a promise. It ain't over yet. It was a big one that split in two. Am I supposed to understand your riddles? Believe in yourself. That feeling that my body was going to explode. Are you talking about a line of cocaine? Japanese eat burdock root with soya fried in a pan. It's really nice. One of my favorite salad type dishes. Really? Burdock root is magical for your kidneys, though. Just gotta let you guys know. That's the most, if I'm gonna tell you one thing for kidneys, that's it. It cleans you right out. Ben, the sign up is down below in the text section for the newsletter and for the Patreon. Gobo is the name of it. Cool. Chico, do you live in Japan? I always wanted to visit. My mom's gone. My brother used to be stationed there on the USS Vincennes. You know, the ship that shot down the Iranian airliner. Yeah, it was my brother's ship. And, and he was stationed over there outside, I think it was Yokosuka. My parents got to go visit. Rainmaker for real. Yes, you are. Kudos in the lower BP, improved kidney function. Yep, they go hand in hand, Bobby Hexelrod. I actually broke down in tears one night when I took my blood pressure, and it was like 117 over 68. I have not seen that blood pressure, well, pretty much never. I've always had high blood pressure. Even when I was an athlete, a runner, when I was in the Navy. And I think it was just because I had a deficiency of potassium and magnesium and zinc and all those things in my body. And now that I supplement, I don't have those deficiencies anymore. My body's running at a more optimized way. It's just phenomenal. And just don't take any old kind of magnesium. There's many different kinds. Take the better ones. Don't take magnesium citrate, because that'll just give you the poops. That's what we give people in the hospital when they can't poop, is magnesium citrate. Did you get to watch Hex Joker interview with Jack Levin? No, Ryan Torres, no. Hex Joker really disappointed me, man. He just went off the deep end, so I couldn't handle watching him anymore. Speaking of health, did you see RH on quitting drinking? Hard to break that booze habit. Yeah, I don't drink. I mean, when I drink, it's like 1 or 2 beers. I don't drink to get drunk. Last time I was drunk was Randy drunk, probably 2001 probably was the last time I was drunk. And in my life, I've only been drunk 3 times. Drunk, like delirious drunk. They were all in Columbus, Ohio with my Moroccan friends. So, yeah, Randy's not into it. I don't like the feeling. But if you give me a good weed brownie, I like that. But I haven't had that in years, since before the lockdowns, because my contact, he doesn't live here anymore. He moved to Colombia, so I don't have a contact. But they got 17, I think it's 17 licenses in Panama for sale right now to open up like med places to sell weed. I'm looking forward to it. In the Philippines, also a good place to get inexpensive dental work done. Come on over. Oh, man. I'm not going that far. Well, we are kind of talking about it. We're talking about going to Asia later this year. Thinking about doing Thailand. I definitely want to see Singapore, and maybe Philippines will be in it. But we got Costa Rica right here. And it's just a 12-hour drive. Believe me, I'm not going straight. I'll stop a couple times. 12-hour drives to San Jose. Yeah. Polygon. They really pissed. That came out 2 days ago, I think, or yesterday. Polygon is doing a major ZK upgrade. Polygon and ETH will do huge numbers next run. They're upgrading like crazy. Yeah, I agree, Peanut Brittle. Maybe that was part of the whole WEF thing. They're like, oh, you guys want to grow? Shake hands with us. Shake hands with the devil. Sell your soul. And we'll let you grow. I'll check it out. They're thinking my Twitter is blank. I have no pictures on there. I never post anything. We need BlackRock to put their money on Pulse Chain. That would be cool. We need capitalist token. Oh, hell yeah. What the hell's going on? It's losing its my StreamYard is losing its mind tonight. I was not clicking anywhere near where it would change the screen. Steve D. Wait till PLS and PLSX end up being investment pool plays as DeFi options from the big end of town. This waterfall will be breathtaking. Yeah. Do not sell your tokens, folks. Do not sell them. Randy, what do you think the long-term effect is on all that immigration coming up here? My mom said also in the area of Mexico she's in, things are getting bad from the people staying behind. Look, it's bad. It's bad. This is similar to the drug war, but the drug war hasn't ended. It's still going on. If you guys realize the pain that is being caused in this country right now, the strain on the system, because these people are everywhere. They're everywhere. I've never seen this country in such bad shape. Anna's mom got kidnapped the other day. There was 3 Venezuelan ladies. They drove up next to her. She wasn't in the right part of town. That's her fucking fault, right? She shouldn't have been there. She knows she shouldn't have been there. They pulled up. One of the ladies got out, grabbed her, threw her in the car. It's 3 Venezuelan ladies. It's, everyone in Latin America knows the accents from different countries, right? Here we have 3 main ones. Well, 4. We have the Panamanians, which are really docile, really quiet, really reserved people. Then you have your Cubans, a lot of Cubans here too, and they work hard and they're part of the community. Most of them have been here many years because they escaped Cuba. You have the Colombians, they're well known to be the workers. The prostitutes, they're all Colombians because they get this actual visa to come work here. And a lot of the restaurants, a lot of waiters and stuff will be Colombians and also Venezuelans. But there was the first 6 or 7 years, there's a bunch of Venezuelans that moved to Panama, and they tended to be the Venezuelans who had money because they could afford a plane ticket to fly here, right? So they came, and we had something called Crisal de Razas. Crisal de Razas was a way for Venezuelans and Colombians and people from other countries, my friend from Uruguay, they went and they got their residency in Panama. They got to stay here. It was like an amnesty program. It was under President Martinelli when it began. So thousands of people legally got their documents to stay in Panama. And then they became, the people were all the servers and, the workers. And it was great. Boom. Panama boomed during that time. It was great. Well, the people coming now, they're undocumented. And all they care is they want to go north. They want to go north to the U.S. They don't want to stay here. They're just using Panama as a jump off point. The problem is there's no more jump off. Costa Rica closed the border. So now they're stuck. And it's all Panama's responsibility. It's all blamed on the U.S. The second the U.S. starting allowing these bus loads of people to cross into the country across the Rio Grande, everyone thinks this is a grand opportunity. Let's run for the U.S. And now Panama's stuck. I'm pissed. That's what you meant. Believe in yourself. Yeah. Blow them up. Blow them into little bits. Hexagon citadels are the future. That sounds like dollar cost crypto. I just can't see us dumping unless there's another FTX level black swan. I went all in with great Peanut Brittle. You did a good move. The Aurox indicator went green in December. So smart move. Congratulations. High five. Most people weren't brave enough to do that. They had to see other people tell them to get back in. So good for you. Fukuoka, where's that? In Japan? Chico lives in Canada. I'm resident of Japan. Lives in Okoyama. Wow, very cool, Chico. Tucker Carlson was saying tonight that the FAA was buying Bitcoin starting last Thursday to pay a ransom to hackers who hit the NOTAM system for aircraft and shut down all U.S. flights. Wow. See? Does Zen seem shady? You mint it to burn it for other coins. Does that mean Zen isn't worth much? No, Zen is where it gets its value from is the cost to mint it. So it costs Ethereum to mint your Zen. Right now, My futures Zen that are coming out are worth about $50 per future mint. And they cost me between $3 and $7 to mint. So right now, it's about a 6, 7 to 10x profit on my mints. But if my prediction is right and the amount of supply of Zen goes down because the cost of minting goes up, the price of Zen will then go up because of supply and demand. If people start demanding Zen and the supply is no longer coming to market, then it's going to be exciting times for Zen owners. But like I said, it's just a gamble for me. Good night, Timothy. Have a good one. Filipino guys are over there right now in Manila. 2 of our brothers and others, a cousin. We all worked hard together day in, day out for 16 hours at the couple. Wow, dang. That's a tight-knit group. Once I began supplementing with flaxseed oil, the extreme hunger pain stopped. They felt like I was being stabbed. The bonus effect. The other effect, 50 pounds in 6 months melted away. Nice. Flaxseed oil, huh? I take just not the oil, but we use the flour, the flax flour. Zen's the ecosystem coin acting as cash to buy into the other projects as they are released. Cool, Justin. Thank you. My brother's ex made some very tasty weed brownie. Oh man, dude, I need some so bad. We need a new weed on ramp. I like Bio Optimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough. Its full spectrum has all 7 forms of magnesium optimal amounts. The comedian JP Sears promoted it. He lives in Costa Rica part-time. I tried it and can say it's legit. Nice, Bobby. JP's a great guy. He's what a wonderful comedian. He's been through the whole lockdowns and everything. X-Force One, good to see you. Randy got that Panama red. People come here trying to find it. There's actually people who come to Panama on trips to try to find it in the wild because the Panama red no longer grows. But they believe that obviously you could find seeds in the wild here. Rockin' Randy, yes sir. I still have family in Houston. It sounds like it's bad on both sides of the border. It's terrible. Yep. El Paso's a disaster right now. Watching my daughter here in Australia, and she asks if you have daylight savings time change in Panama already. No, I do not, UFO. Nope. The U.S. changes, but we don't change. What supplement is for the kidneys? That's burdock root. That's the one I take. Blame Biden for the border crossings. I absolutely blame Biden. Absolutely. Because it started under his watch. Attitude reflects leadership. Okay. My stream does change. The time does change. But it's not changing for me. It's changing for you guys. I'm also like you with alcohol. Super rare when I'm really drunk. Don't mind to have a few beers or maybe some mixes like Coke and whiskey and such, just as a company to feel the buzz a little. Yep, exactly. 1 or 2, done. I partied in Fukuoka. Had one of my best adventures there in the early 20s. Okay, so that was Japan you guys are talking about? That's why I'm long-term bullish, not saying it can't go lower, but a lot of people that are bearish because they didn't buy the bottom. True. I'm not bearish though. I'm kind of indifferent because I just go by what the indicators tell me. It's important to just blindly say 11K and pray. Yeah, that's because the RH people are saying that, right? I think it can go even lower. So what's your price target for BTC, Hex, and mini bull market? Do you feel we launch Pulse Chain this year or next year? It's this year, KBC. Definitely. I don't know where Bitcoin's going. I don't really pay attention to Bitcoin. I show it to you guys just so you can see the charts. But Hex is up in the air. It all depends on when Pulse Chain version 3 is announced. When it comes to weed, don't mind it sometimes, but just a little bit. Otherwise, I feel uncomfortable and dumb. Looks like Jack is looking at releasing an L1 for Zen. Yep, I saw that. Hey, Submariner 1. Oh, I thought it was Submariner because you were a Navy guy. Hi, Randy. Interested to know your thoughts on best wallet front end for Pulse Chain. Options for hot and cold storage. Well, I am an Aurox guy, so I say get used to Aurox right now because it is badass. You won't even have to change your RPCs when you're using it. The thing that stinks about MetaMask is every time you want to use Avalanche, you got to change to Avalanche. Every time I use Pulse Chain, you got to change to Pulse Chain. But with the Aurox wallet, you see all your coins across all the wallets in there. And when you want to send something, you just send it. You don't have to change your RPC. It automatically does it. Enough of that Zen garbage. Zen's fine. Could you elaborate on the 20% profit taker strategy? I'm 2 months new in crypto and trying to learn as much as I can. Hey, Ben. So every time a price of a coin goes up by 100%, so you're in it at a penny, it goes up to 2 pennies, you take out 20% profit. And maybe you keep it in stables or you put it into another coin. When it doubles again from 2 cents to 4 cents, you take out 20% profit again, and you put that into something else. And that's the best strategy you could do in a bull market. And that way you get to spread it out and get money in a little bit of everything. It works good. If everyone's coming north, how's Uruguay this time of year? Uruguay's gorgeous. My barber, he's from Uruguay, and he wishes he can go back, but he's got a business here now, so he's staying in Panama. There's a way to get rid of the scam coins that show up on. It's cool though how it reads all your coins for you. No need to add contract adders. The scam coins, it should have it's authorized coins, the coins that we know aren't scams, and then it has a second list that you have to click on to see all the scam coins. And once they're in there, it's just reading the blockchain. It's just saying what you have in those wallets, but you don't see them. They shouldn't be in your main wallet unless you added them all. That's the cool feature of it. Look at my pen. You happy, buddy? He's like, no one's paying attention to me tonight. Just tuned in back from beach. Howdy, Randy and everyone. Matt, nice. No problem. GRC coin was tweeted by Jim Rat today. This will be interesting on every level. Not shilling, just spilling. GRC coin? Like Jim Rat crypto coin? What? Hey, Randy, does this wallet read Bitcoin? And can we just import from MetaMask? It does not read Bitcoin. It's an Ethereum wallet or EVM wallet. Yep, you can import from MetaMask. Also can be import that example MetaMask Trust. Oh, excuse me. Oh, man. Okay, I'm losing it. Can we import for that example MetaMask Trust? I don't know what that means, really. The Aurox indicator. No, it does not read Bitcoin, but anything your MetaMask can do, it does. The price of Hex is much more tied to the development of Pulse Chain than the price of Bitcoin. Absolutely. The Aurox indicator. You're funny. All right, folks, I'm losing my voice. Thank you, everybody. I will see you tomorrow night. Have a great one.